opportunity pass without being here with you, RJ, Brad.
It's RD, Mike. Can you get it right?
RJ and Brad.
Fuck you.
That is not very appropriate. You would say something like that to me on your final. I understand.
I understand something. There's one. We've got 12 listeners in attendance here. There was one listener who defined your era as the Mike Check era of. Oh God, what was it? I don't know.
You don't even know.
The era of doom. I don't know what he called it.
The era of Mike Check would be the era.
I'm not talking about Butch Reed and Ron Simmons.
WWCR had its highest ratings. I'm sure that you yes.
Real quick, I want to say something. Every week I have to hear this ad copy talking about you in a helicopter.
Me in a helicopter. Yes, I don't know if you remember that. I used to do a lot of live remotes. I understand there is a T-shirt here at this horror convention that says Mike Check Summer Sizzler Tour. Is that correct?
Actually, it's called toilet paper. You're talking about you in the helicopter. When I hear that, I always envision you taking the place of Jan Michael Vincent being in Airwolf. Would that show be called Air Check?
I'm not familiar with that.
I'm sorry. I must reference like Bonanza or Gunsmoke for you to understand.
Well, I don't know. Do you remember the Andy Griffith show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, which I thought was. Am I correct? Don't they say, when they start that whistling, and they go like, the Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith. Isn't that kind of a little bit overkill?
Well, if you had ever met Andy Griffith, as I had, you would realize he was not a very, very nice man. I'm going to tell you, fellers, about the time
he took you into the showers at the boys' club? You mean he's not a nice man?
Not familiar with that. I'm very thankful I'm not familiar with that particular reference. Ever tell you about the time I worked the Winston-Salem market with Andy Griffith?
Thankfully not.
I worked there in my younger days. Oh, look, we have additional people coming in late. Oh, you know why? Because now Mike Check is here. Again, drawing a crowd, as Mike Check is wont to do. Thank you for joining us at the Mike Check Groupies. Now, I wound up with all those rumors that I have illegitimate children all over this great land of ours. Worked there with Andy Griffith at WMOO, the Move. Or as I like to call it, Big Cow 1240. Did not work there under my real name, that being, of course, Mike Check. But
Your real name was John Smith.
My real name is Mike Check.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Worked there as Pop Stevens.
Okay.
I was a few years older than Andy Griffith. He actually came up with that particular name for me, Pop Stevens. Andy he came up with a completely, he did not let me come up with his name, but he was Stan Cherry. And together we were the Pop and Cherry. That did not, in fact, play well in that market. We got a lot of complaints from parents. I did not pick up as to what that particular reference meant. Or at least something about just something. not good.
Oh, ironic you mentioned that. It's one of my favorite. We're here at the. I met Tracy Lords. One of my favorite Tracy Lords movies. Breaking It. And she wasn't breakdancing.
Again, I say, fascinating.
Oh, miss.
If you should have tapped old Mike Chick on the shoulder and said,
I'm sorry.
See if he can get that little filly back here.
Chick in a miniskirt, the last thing on my mind I think about is tapping you.